Welcome to This Explainer, everyone. I'm honestly so thrilled to dive into today's topic with you, because we're unpacking one of the most famous, absolutely terrifying, and completely unsolved mysteries in American history, the Mothman. We're going to break down the wild events that went down in a small West Virginia town step by step. Let's just jump right in.
Actually, scratch that. We're skipping the normal agenda today because I need you to picture this scene first. It's November 1966. It's a freezing, pitch-black night in West Virginia. Two young couples are cruising down a totally abandoned road. Fog is rolling over the ground, their old headlights are barely cutting through the absolute darkness. And what they're about to see on this isolated drive, it's going to spark a mystery that still has us hooked nearly 60 years later.
Part 1. A Quiet Town Secret.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is this specific location. Before all the chaos, Point Pleasant was exactly what its name implies, a quiet, super tight-knit community. The kind of place where everybody knows everybody. But right outside of town sat this abandoned World War II munitions facility that the locals just called the TNT area. Even before any of the sightings began, this place had a seriously creepy vibe. It was full of dark woods, decaying concrete bunkers. People actively avoided it after dark because of the weird sounds echoing through the trees. It was basically the perfect stage for something unexplainable to happen.
Part 2. The first terrifying encounter.
So the tension in those woods finally snaps. Those two young couples driving through the TNT area see something just impossible. Suddenly, standing right beside the road in the dark, they realize they aren't looking at a normal animal. They reported a massive creature well over 6 feet tall with enormous wings and, most chillingly of all, glowing red eyes staring right back at them through the fog.
Naturally, they completely panicked. I mean, wouldn't you? They slammed on the gas and tried to speed away as fast as they physically could. But here is the truly terrifying part. The creature actually followed them. It literally took to the air, flying right above their car, keeping pace with them as they were doing nearly 100 miles per hour into the night. No way, right?
The massive wings and the sheer size of the thing were bad enough. But it was those glowing red eyes piercing through the dark that really burned themselves into the witnesses' memories. That one specific detail from the high-speed chase would become the ultimate defining signature of the Mothman legend.
Part 3. 13 Months of Fear. Now, an isolated encounter out on a spooky road is one thing. But this definitely didn't stay a secret. The news of that terrifying drive spread like wildfire, and it triggered a full-blown town-wide panic. More and more people started reporting their own sightings, and the details were deeply unsettling. People were claiming the creature was watching them from their rooftops. Others said it was invading their subconscious, showing up vividly in their nightmares. Dozens of new reports flooded the town, and fear just completely gripped the community.
Let's move to and see how this builds, because this wasn't just a weekend of panic. Starting with that very first sighting in November 1966, the fear compounded weekly. For 13 consecutive months, the reports just kept pouring in. It was this agonizing, slow-burn buildup of tension across all of Point Pleasant, leading straight toward December 15, 1967, when absolutely everything changed.
Part 4. The Silver Bridge Tragedy.
For over a year, the town's collective fear had been focused on the shadows out by the TNT area. But on December 15, 1967, the Silver Bridge, which was this historic suspension bridge connected right to the town, suddenly collapsed into the freezing river during rush hour. It tragically claimed 46 lives. Emergency lights flashed through the night as the sheer reality of the disaster set in, violently interrupting the 13 months of Mothman sightings.
So, what does this all mean? In the horrific aftermath of the collapse, this grieving, shocked community was just trying to make sense of everything that had happened over the past year. The town kind of split into two main beliefs regarding the Mothman. On one side, many felt the 13 months of sightings were a supernatural warning, trying to alert the town that the bridge was going to fall. On the other side, some firmly believed the creature itself was the actual cause of the disaster. But regardless of what people believed about its motives, there was one undeniable, totally eerie fact following the collapse. The sightings almost completely stopped. The roads were suddenly empty. The forests were totally silent. It was as if, the exact moment that bridge fell, the mysterious creature had simply vanished from Point Pleasant entirely.
Part 5. Unsolved American Legend. The intertwining of that dark TNT area, 13 months of terrifying sightings, and a catastrophic bridge collapse permanently cemented this story into American culture. Which leaves us with the same questions that still echo through the woods of West Virginia today. What exactly was the Mothman? Was it a completely unknown creature, some kind of secret government experiment, a supernatural warning, or just a massive legend born from a town's collective fear? Nearly 60 years later, this incredible mystery is still entirely unsolved. So, what do you think was waiting out there in the dark?